Welcome to the Union Broadcast booth. It is time for our opening ceremonies. We're going to turn it over to our crowd mic, and we're going to let you enjoy the opening ceremonies as we do here.
From Douglas, Wyoming. Aldo Mora from Las Vegas, Nevada. Gary Delgado from Rock Springs, Wyoming. Phil Slosher from Las Vegas, Nevada. And Nick Stevens, the umpire-in-chief from Lewiston, Idaho. We'd like to thank these men for being here and helping us out with the Northwest Regional Tournament. Up next is the national staff. Jeff Nakasi from Syracuse. Gene Kachina from Isaac, North Dakota, tournament director. And Eric Oberman from Bartlett, Tennessee, the official scorekeeper up here, helping us out for this tournament. Our local representation would be Steve Laxo, the local tournament chairman, and Clarence Berry, American Legion Post 42 commander. And now for the teams that have earned their way here for the tournament. Coming from Alaska, Eagle River Wolves, managed by Kirby Olmstead, coached by Bill Lyerman, Cody Kaufman, and Jason Thompson. Next up are the state champions from Colorado, Fort Collins, Colorado Baseball Club, post 1879, managed by Cole Anderson, coached by Joel Anderson, L. Scott Bullock, and Don Fuller. Next up, we have the state champions from Idaho, Pocatello Post 4 Running Rebels, managed by Nick Sorrell, coached by Ryan Blackhawk and Dawson Keller. Next up, we have the state champions from Montana, Helena, Post 2 Senators, managed by Greg Thomquist, coached by Jonathan Burnett, Alan Goebel, and Anthony Hogan. Next up, we have the state champions from Oregon, Portland Post 158 Barbers, managed by Joseph Duran, coached by Ben Bertrand, Jason Fritz, and Phil Johnson. Next up is the state champions from Washington, Lakeside Recovery AAA from Bellevue, Washington, managed by Rob Reese, coached by Brad Files, Todd Reese, and Tyler Reese. Next up is the state champions from Wyoming, Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers, managed by Ty Lane, coached by Ethan Casey, Gary Harley, and David Lazarus. And the final team of the tournament is your host team, the American Legion Post 42 Gillette Roughriders. Head coach Nathan Pellyberg, assistant coach Sam Stearns, and Charlie McDonald. Now, if you could please rise and give a big hand for these kids who've made it this far to the Northwest Regional Tournament. And now, while you are standing, if you would, please remove cover for the entrance of the local color guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could, my umpire community as well as your community lost a great man earlier this year. I'd like to take a moment of silence for David Ocampo.
Thank you. And now we have Post 42 Commander Clarence Berry will recite the Spokesman Code.
I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body.
And now to sing the national anthem on her birthday is the very talented Olivia Hard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Please continue standing while the color guard leaves the field.
Go Raiders!
Thank you, Olivia, and happy birthday. Teams can now leave the field.
We are going to head back to the starting soon screen. We'll have the pregame show for you at 6:45. Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth as we are beginning the fourth game of our quadruple header here at Hladky Stadium here in Gillette, Wyoming. Aaron Poling and Dan Hubbard joining you from the Union broadcast booth. When we come back, we'll set the scene for today's matchup as you are watching the Big Country Properties with Bobby Dalzell pregame show. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwestern Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzell, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as we are getting prepared for game number 4 of the day, as it'll be Lakeside Recovery out of Washington taking on the Gillette Roughriders out of Washington as well. I'm Aaron Poling, joined by Dan Hubbard. It's time for your El Paso All-American Mexican Grill scene set for today's matchup, the best in the West in Evanston. And Dan, it's game 4. These teams have watched a couple games already. What do you got to think the mindset going into this game for both these teams are?
Score runs. The losing teams of the 3 games have scored 0, 0, and 1. So the losing teams have not even given themselves a chance in the games. So come out, swing the bats early, put something on the board, and try to at least get out past the first inning, and have something on the scoreboard to be able to draw on as you work into the later innings.
When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups brought to you by Varsity Inc. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Realty Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical. And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts, or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop. Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It is time for your starting lineups presented by Varsity Inc. As we'll go into them right now as Dan Hubbard has those starting lineups.
Well, first for the visiting team from Bellevue, Washington. They line up this way. Kellen Rundle, who will lead off. He is at third base. Rylan Gilliard is the right fielder. He'll hit second. Brian Spanos is the center fielder. He'll hit third. Preston Crockett will do the pitching and hit fourth. Jacob Freer is the shortstop. He'll hit fifth. Trent Verge is the catcher, and he will hit in the sixth spot. Colin McBride hits seventh at first base. Drew Whitman is the left fielder. He hits eighth, and Hudson Calvallo is the second baseman. He hits ninth. We'll give you the lineup for Gillette when they come up in the bottom half of the inning.
And that starting lineup is facing Mason Drube, who fires the first pitch. That is low and outside for a ball. Ball one. His game time starts at 6:48 p.m. As Drube into the motion, the 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. So get your game time temperature here in a second after Drube delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball in the inside corner. Game time temperature here in Gillette, according to my phone, is 84 degrees as Drube.
that is the local authority, your phone?
Apparently. As he misses just off the plate outside as the catcher, Riley Schilling, is ready to fire that one around. 2-2 the count. Drew works exclusively from the stretch on that first base side of the rubber. The pitch, swing and a miss. He got him with the breaking ball in the outside corner for out number one. Now let's meet that defensive alignment for the Gillette Roughriders. You have Riley Schilling behind the plate, Mason Drube on the mound. Corey Schilling, Seth Peterson, Dominic Hecker and Hogan Tysted from left to right across the infield. You have Brady Richards in left, Keaton Killian in center, and Kaysen Luftus in right as that first pitch is fouled back over the first base dugout, 0-1. Roughriders are the host team, as usually the first night of the tournament with this host team, it's usually the best atmosphere as the 0-1 misses off the plate 1-1. It's something I thoroughly enjoy, Dan.
This main grandstand behind home plate is really the only seating area around the ballpark, and I'd say it's about 80% full.
As the 1-1 is fouled off towards the first base dugout, 1-2 the count, as Droob pitches to Ryan Gullard, the right fielder. Ahead, 0-2. Make that 1-2, sorry. As Gullard takes his time getting back into that right-handed batter's box. Wiggles that bat high above the right shoulder. Droob comes set. The 1-2 pitch is high as it looks like a breaking ball that got away from him, 2-2.
Big overhand curveball that just rolled out of his hand, didn't have any bite to it, and just took off.
Infield is deep. In fact, the middle infielders are starting on the outfield grass. As Gullard steps back in, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as Droob starts the game with back-to-back punch-outs here in the first for out number 2.
It's interesting that Gillette infield is playing that deep, but then you have to remember, they've played on this field many times. They know how fast this artificial infield can be.
You're absolutely right. As we've kind of seen it today, where if you wait back on that second hop, you're going to get an explosive hop around your chest as the first pitch to Brian Spanos is outside, ball 1. Spanos is playing center field in today's matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Droob continues to work the 1-1. Just misses off the plate inside, 2-1. Spanos will step back in, batting from the left side. 2-1 pitch. It's off the plate outside, 3-1. So after back-to-back punch-outs to start the inning, Mason Droob has fallen behind Brian Spanos here. Kicks, delivers the 3-1 pitch. Is a ball as he walks him. Brings up the pitcher, Preston Crockett, with the runner on first, 2 down in the inning. Crockett will bat from the right-hand side. As Spanos, short lead off of first, waits for Droob to come set, takes an extra step. The first pitch of the at-bat is high, ball 1. And after striking out the first 2 batters, Droob has missed the zone with 5 of the last 6 pitches.
I want to point something out that you may not believe after this next pitch.
Throws over as Spanos is back in time.
That walk to Spanos, that's the first base runner in the first inning of any of the 4 games.
Wow, here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. But now that you say that, thinking back on the games today, they've kind of really rolled through until the middle innings is where they kind of slowed down. They've been very fast-paced. As Droob comes set, working from that first base side of the rubber, he's going to turn and throw over. As join us tomorrow as we'll have another quadruple header, as it's going to start at 8:30, and we're just going to roll through as many games as possible due to inclement weather. We're going to try to get them all in as quickly as we can as that 1-1 pitch is followed straight back, 1-2. And in that first game, we do have that matchup. It will be Portland versus Helena, Montana, as they'll play in the first game. The second game will be the loser of this game taking on Eagle River, Alaska. The 4 p.m. game is Pocatello, Cheyenne. Tune in for that one. 1-2 pitch as the runner goes is followed straight back, 2-2. And then the nightcap will be the winner of this one taking on Rocky Mountain, Colorado.
So with that walk to Stefanos to get him on base, collectively in the first inning, the batters are 0 for 15 with 7 strikeouts.
Wow. As pitching has dominated the day. That has definitely been the theme so far. is starting pitching as here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's low as the runner takes off. He's going to get into second base as Schilling dropped the ball. Runner on second, 2-2 the count, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. As Drew looks in, big opportunity here for Lakeside Recovery with the stat you just mentioned. This would be the first run in the first inning. They're able to push it across. A 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as Mason Droop strikes out the side around the walk. As that'll do it for us in the top of the first inning. Due up for the Riders, Seth Peterson, Corey Schilling, Mason Droop in the bottom half of the first. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by our friends at Signature Realty Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as we are heading to the bottom of the first inning. Let's meet that Gillette Riders starting lineup.
Seth Peterson leads it off. He is the shortstop. Corey Schilling will hit second. He is at third base. The pitcher, Mason Droop, will hit in the 3 spot. Riley Schilling is the catcher. He'll hit cleanup. Dominic Hecker is at second base. He hits 5th. Kaysen Leftis is the right fielder. He hits 6th. Brody Richards hits 7th. He's over in left field. Hogan Teisted is the first baseman. He hits 8th. And then Keaton Killian is the center fielder, and he will hit number 9.
Let's meet the defensive alignment for Lakeside Recovery, as it will be Trent Varga doing the catching, Preston Crockett on the mound. Kalen Rundle at third, Jacob Freer at shortstop. Playing second base is Hudson Carvalho. Playing first is Colin McBride. In the outfield from left to right, Drew Witten plays left. Brian Stefanos plays center. And Rylan Goulart plays right field. As they will face the right-handed pitcher, Preston Crockett. As it'll be key for Crockett to get off to a good start so far, or in this game, because like we said, starting pitching has really ruled the day, and teams that have had the better starts have won the games. So it's almost mano-y-mano, starting pitcher versus starting pitcher at this point, because whoever has a better start seems so far in this 2023 Northwest Regional Tournament to have won the game.
Yeah, so the offenses have really been held at check. You know, even though the two teams in the previous game tonight, Cheyenne and Helena, scored a total of 8 runs between them. That's the most of any one game. There was only a total of 9 hits between the two teams in the game.
First pitch, Seth Peterson misses low. Ball 1. Kicks, delivers. The 1-0 misses apparently low. 2-0, as that was very, very close. But as a leadoff hitter, it's what you want to do. Try to establish the zone. As that pitch misses low. 3-0 to Peterson, and Crockett has missed low with all 3 pitches.
You want to stand up there and have him throw as many pitches as possible, because you want the guys coming up behind you to see his delivery and get an idea of what he's going to do.
The 3-0 is a fastball right down the middle as Peterson's taken the whole way. 3-1. As Crockett back to the rubber, working from the third base side into the windup, kicks, deals a 3-1 pitch, swinging a foul ball down the first base line as that's slicing foul out of play. As Crockett is battled all the way back to 3-2.
You know, not only is make him throw pitches, hopefully he works all the way through his repertoire, to where everybody gets a good look at what he's doing and the movement on the ball.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. As we have 4 outs in this contest so far, and all of them via the K. As Crockett gets Peterson swinging for out number 1. Heck of a job there from Preston Crockett, showing a little fortitude to battle all the way back from 3-0 on the first hitter. As Corey Schilling steps to the plate, swing and a miss out of pitch. Borderline top of the zone, 0-1. Crockett into the delivery. The 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1.
We talk about getting off to a good start, but certainly the conditions aren't conducive to that at the moment. As the sun is going down, the lights really haven't taken full effect as of yet.
As Schilling floats one into right center field, sending the center fielder and the right fielder into the gap as the center fielder Spanos calls him off and makes a fine running grab as that ball was about 5 feet from the warning track out in right center field. Fine play there by Spanos.
He chased that ball almost into straightaway right field.
Maybe him and Gullard, the right fielder, to have a little talk there. As that is probably Gullard's ball. It would have been an easier play. But he follows the rank of the outfield as he gives way to his center fielder. First pitch swinging is Mason Drube as he fouls that one straight back, 0-1.
He finished the thought on the condition where the sun is not completely down, the lights haven't taken full effect yet. So it's the vision and visibility will get better as we go along here over the next 30 or 40 minutes. But right now, it's kind of a tough see.
Comes the 0-1 to Drew. That is high, ball 1. And Dan, we've seen today 30 or 40 minutes into a game could very well be the 5th inning.
Yeah.
As we have had some, MLB, they implemented the pitch clock to try to speed the game along, and we definitely have not needed that here as these games have flown by rapidly. Into the windup, the 1-1 pitch to Drew. Misses, ball 2. As Drew doing the pitching for the Riders. Steps back into that right-handed batter's box. The windup, the pitch, swung on and popped up into foul territory on the right side of the field. The first baseman McBride gives chase, but he's going to watch that one land in foul territory out of play. 2-2. 2-2 the count to Drew. He steps back in. Almost looks like he's wearing some Nike Air Force One cleats. Is he going to call time? A little gamesmanship there from Drew. Trying to disrupt Crockett's rhythm. Into the windup. Kicks, deals a 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate outside. That runs it full.
They almost look like the original Air Jordans.
Yeah, the cleat game has gotten way better since I graduated high school. A 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side as Rundle, the third baseman, fields, fires it across for a quiet bottom of the first inning as the Riders go 1-2-3. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Mason Drew hasn't had to use his infield yet, but the Riders had a pretty impressive infield before the game. Jacob Freer will lead off for Lakeside Recovery. As Drew comes set, holds at the chest, kicks, delivers first pitch of the inning is a ball low, 1-0.
You mentioned that infield from before the game, and it got me thinking, because you said how much you enjoyed watching a good, crisp infield practice.
As the 1-0 swung on and missed, 1-1.
It made me think about the infield practices that nobody could see. I don't know if you, Chris, and you're a young guy, and I don't know how much you know about baseball history, but back in the Negro League days, they used to do what they called shadow ball. And shadow ball was a full infield that they would take, where they go through all the motions of the throws.
As the 1-2 is fouled over the third base dugout, we'll reset, do it again. And
never a baseball was used. The coaches would go out, they pretend to hit the ball, third baseman would get the ball, play it across to the first baseman, and likewise, all the way through the complete infield, and never a ball was thrown, hit, or caught.
1-2 followed straight back. That's very interesting, kind of reminiscent to Coach Carter in the Invisiball.
Exactly. That's where that idea would have had to have come from, because they did it back in the old Negro Leagues, and it was called shadow ball.
As Drew kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the first base line is Freer. Giving Drew a battle, 3 straight 1-2 pitches as he's fighting hard here with 2 strikes, choking way up on that bat.
The shadow ball term made its way back into Major League Baseball this year. Not because of any kind of an infield drill, but rather it's a stat now being tracked about a pitch location.
The 1-2 pitch misses high, 2-2.
You'll get pitches that are right on the black on the corner. Now, one baseball width off the plate on either side is called the shadow ball.
The 2-2 misses high, 3-2.
And they track that by the percentage of pitches you throw in that shadow ball zone as compared to total pitches you throw in a game.
The payoff pitch is high as a leadoff walk to Jacob Freer. Heck of an at-bat there as he battled back from down 1-2. To draw the leadoff walk. That brings up the catcher, Trent Varga. The runner on first, nobody out. He's going to bat from the right side. Does the catching for this Lakeside Recovery team.
So for over the last few years, the guys who track all the strange new stats and things, that's the one that they added this year.
As the first pitch misses high and away, gets by the catcher Schilling. Freer will make his way to second base on the wild pitch. Nobody out, runner on second base. So again, big opportunity here for this Lakeside Recovery team, as the team that has scored first in all 3 games as well has gone on to win those games. But like you mentioned earlier, when you shut the other team out in 2 of the 3 games, of course you're going to win when you score first.
Yeah, exactly.
As Varga steps back into the box, he's ahead in the count, 1-0. As Drew comes set, checks that runner at second base, kicks, deals, pitches outside, off the plate away, 2-0.
And the struggle seems to have been for hitters to figure out the pitchers early on. Pitchers dominated the first 2.5 or 3 innings.
Varga steps back in, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the first base line, 2-1. As Drew works his way back to the mound, when he's been in the zone, he's been very effective so far. He has 3 strikeouts, 3 outs completed. But he's walked 2 batters already. Kicks, delivers a 2-1 pitch. Swing back up the middle as Drew makes the play, fakes the runner. It throws it away at first as the runner, Freer, is going to come around to score. As Trent Varga is going to move up to second base. It looked like they had Freer too far off the bag. If Drew would have went that route, I think they would have been able to get him.
He had him hung up. All you had to do was run at him and make him commit to go whichever way you wanted to. Then you would have had the lead runner out on the bases. Instead, he wheels and throws to first. The first baseman is not expecting it and draws an error.
First pitch to Colin McBride. He's playing first base as a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. 1-0 as Lakeside Recovery takes advantage of the mistake. Drew kicks, deals the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. It's Drew working from that first base side of the rubber. Comes set. Checks on that runner at second base. Deals the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, and Dan, that might have been a shadow ball, as that looked really close. 1-2.
We've seen some pitchers today living on the corners, and that's right in that area. It's right in that shadow ball area.
So McBride steps back in. 1-2 is fouled straight back into the netting. We'll reset, do it again. Runner on first is Varga, as he reached on. Not sure who they officially gave the error to, but he reached on the air, as we'll find that out for you. Who did you guys charge the error to? Pitcher? Okay. The 1-2 is low as they charge the error to the pitcher, as Drew is responsible for the runner on second base. As he checks that runner at second, kicks, delivers a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as that gets away from the catcher, Schilling. He checks the runner, throws. Runner's going to go to third as the first baseman, Tysted, just eats it. Good base running there by Varga to get himself over to third base with one out.
Next up for Bellevue is number 16, left fielder Drew
Brings
Whitman.
up Drew Whitman playing left field, batting eighth in the order. He's going to bat from the right side. Middle of the infield is back for the Riders as a ground ball to either the shortstop or the second baseman will probably do the trick. First pitch swinging is grounded down the first baseline, foul. Do you think it's probably too early to start bringing the infield in, or do you think you try to limit them here?
I think you don't want to fall behind too far because runs have been precious to come by.
The pitch is a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-2.
Third baseman is playing up at the corner. First baseman is playing back. And now they're going to move everybody in here with an 0-2 count.
Drew comes set. Working from that first base side of the rubber, the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled back. So it looked like that took a bite out of the catcher and the umpire on the way through. We'll reset, do it again. They both look okay.
Looking to bring everybody up. I would have, at the very least, I would have played up at the corners. That way, if a ground ball in the infield, you would have been able to come home with it if a ball was hit to the first or third baseman.
Drew comes set, kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball as they tag. Did he go? No, they say down at the first base. Says the first base umpire, Phil Schlosser. Aldo Mora behind the plate. Josh Henwood at third base. The aforementioned Schlosser at first. As Drew peers in, gets that sign. Kicks, deals the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, just low, 2-2. As Whitman is battling here. So one thing you say about these Lakeside recovery hitters is they've put up a battle against Drew so far. They're not going down easily. As Drew comes set, holds to the chest, kicks, deals a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with the express on the outside corner for strikeout number 5 in the game for Mason Drew. This brings up Hudson Carvalho, second baseman, batting ninth. It's Drew working on that first base side of the rubber, kicks, deals. First pitch swinging as he swings through a fastball in the inner third, 0-1.
The best thing Drew is doing right now is he's not slowing it down. Just give me the ball and let me throw it.
The 0-1 swung on and lifted into right center field as that sends the right fielder Loftus over to make the play for out number 3 in the bottom of the top of the second inning. We move to the bottom of the second as the Riders will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. You're watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament on mylocalradio.com. This is all brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Lakeside Recovery leads the home Gillette Riders 1-0 as it will be 4, 5, 6 hitters Riley Schilling, Dominic Hecker, and Kason Luftus due up in the bottom of the second as Recovery gets 1 run in the top on the air. As this is a big shutdown inning here for Preston Crockett. Your team goes and gets you the lead. If you can shut them down here, what does that do for Lakeside Recovery and their confidence?
I would think it has to give them a big shot of confidence and boost them up a lot. We put a run on the board. We took the lead. We did it without a hit. We don't have a hit through two innings, but we have a run and we have a lead. So we can play with these guys. Even though for Recovery, they won 35 games on the year. They came in at 35-12. For the Roughriders from Gillette, they're 49-21. They won almost 50 games.
Crockett kicks, deals. First pitch swinging is Riley Schilling as he deposits that one into right center field. He hits the bag aggressively. He's going to put on the brakes as he'll settle in for a leadoff single. 1 pitch, 1 hit for the Riders here in the inning.
That's our first hit of the game for either side.
It's a pretty good response there from Riley Schilling, too, after his team gave up the lead.
Next up from Gillette Roughriders, your second baseman, number 11.
This brings up Dominic Hecker, playing second base, runner on first.
Look, these guys won 49 games. They have to be fairly skilled offensively to be able to do that.
First pitch swinging from Hecker as he follows it straight back, 0-1.
You're not going to just roll over into 49 wins on the year. So, be able to get up off the floor after you give up the lead early. Let's go get it back.
Crockett checks the runner, Schilling at first. Comes set, holds at the chest, the 0-1. As looks like a breaking ball as Varga has to explode out of his crouch to snag that one. It's a great play there from Varga behind the plate, 1-1. Hecker's going to step back in, bat from the right side. As Varga kicks and delivers. That's high and inside. As a couple straight sweet chin music pitches for Dominic Hecker as I'm jackknifing out of the way, 2-1. Hecker standing on the very far back of the right-handed batter's box. As Crockett's going to step off and reset. 2-1 the pitch. As a hitter here, Dan, you're in a hitter's count. What are you looking for?
Looking for a pitch I can drive.
Come set. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. As the middle infield, they moved and reacted like they thought the runner was going. Instead, Schilling still at first base. Hecker swings through the fastball, 2-2. As Crockett checks on Schilling at first. Holds at the chest. Kicks, delivers a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Schilling's going to check into second base as Dominic Hecker drives a single to right. Back-to-back singles to start the inning for the Riders. We talked about Recovery wanting to have a shutdown inning here for the Riders. This is an inning to respond. You give up the lead. You put a couple runners on. Nobody out in the inning. It's a great response.
I was about to go back and say something I could drive the opposite way. He did both perfectly.
As Kason Luftus will step into the batter's box. Took a long look down at his third base coach. We'll see if the bunt is in order here. First and second, nobody out. Squares the bunt, drops it down to the pitcher. Lockett turns, fires to third base, and he gets the out at third. As Luftus bunted the ball, got the bunt down, but unfortunately bunted it right at Crockett as they'll cut the lead runner down. Mark that a 1-5 in your scoreboard, fielder's choice. As Schilling is cut down.
He got the bunt down, but he bunted it right back to the pitcher on one hop. So if you could deadened it just a little bit out in front of home plate on the dirt or push it upside one, especially up along the third base line, then you could have moved the runners up.
First pitch to Brady Richards misses just low, 1-0. How much do you think the turf has an effect on bunting, where maybe if that hits the grass at a field with longer grass on the infield, it dies a little bit more? Do you think the turf had anything to do with that?
No, fortunately, well, the turf had something to do with it, but unfortunately he bunted it hard, and it became like a one-hopper back to the box. As
Richards swings through that fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. But you also have to give credit to Preston Crockett, who, with great poise,
Made the
picks
play.
that ball up and fires it.
Absolutely. I'm sure he wanted to get that bunt a little bit more up along the third base line to make the third baseman field it.
As Richards swings through the 1-1. 1-2 the count. 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. As Hecker's on second base, he singled. And Kaysen Leftis reached on the fielder's choice at first.
The reason you want to make the third baseman field it is because the play is behind him. He has to stop, look completely behind him, and reset his feet before he can make a throw.
Crockett delivers the 1-2. That's outside. 2-2. 2 on. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Crockett looks in as the temperature is really starting to cool.
Yeah, it has changed greatly since early in the afternoon.
As Crockett comes set, checks that runner at second, delivers, straightens him up with a fastball inside. 3-2 the count. Not sure that 84 that we gave for the game time temperature at the beginning of the game was very accurate, as it's a very cool, brisk night here in Gillette at Hladky Field. As Crockett comes set, holds at the waist, payoff pitch, swing and a fly ball into left field. That sends Whitman back, and that ball is one hopped off the fence. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second run as Hogan Tysted Brady Richards battles to a 3-2 count and delivers a 2-run double as the Roughriders respond here in the bottom of the second inning.
It hit on the warning track and then off the wall and bounced way up in the air. And the runner from first base, Loftus, never hesitated. Came all the way around right on the heels of Hacker to score the second run and give the Roughriders a 2-1 lead.
So that'll bring up Hogan Tysted, the first baseman. Runner on second, 2 runs in. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball in the inner third, 0-1. But, you got to give credit to Loftus. I mean, he didn't get the runners over like he wanted to. And instead of pouting on first base, he put his head down and got that run back for his team.
Absolutely.
As Crockett deals the pitch low. Good stop there by Varga, keeping Richards at second base, 1-1.
And it was very evident early on that Whitman had no idea where that ball was going to come down.
I used to call it the turn of death when the outfield turns his back completely to the infield, because I feel the percentage of you catching that ball greatly drops as soon as I see your numbers as a base runner. The pitch is high, 2-1. And I think Loftus recognized that too, because he was right on the heels of Dominic Hecker, who started at second base.
Whitman turned 2 or 3 different times to try to get a better gauge of where the ball was.
As Crockett looks in, gets the sign, holds at the waist. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a line drive. That is past the shortstop into the outfield. The runner was going on contact as he's going to score easily, as that'll go down. We'll see how they mark that as the official book, but looked like a tough one-hop play.
It's a hit.
As they're going to mark that a hit, as that would have been an incredibly tough play for the shortstop. Freer. 3-1 on the scoreboard now as Morgan Tysted singles. That brings up Keaton Killian, the right fielder, batting from the left side.
3 runs on 4 hits here in the inning.
As Crockett looks in, gets the sign, comes set. First pitch to Killian, swinging as that draws an ooh out of the crowd.
He lined it into the Bellevue dugout over on the third base side.
Got to keep your head on a swivel during a baseball game.
That'll get your teammates or your opponent's attention.
1 out in the inning, runner on first, 3 runs home for the Riders. As Crockett comes set, he's going to step off and look the runner Tysted back to first, as he's on first base after an RBI single. As Dominic Hecker and Kaysen Leftis scored 2 runs on the Brady Richards RBI double, as the 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. Crockett back to work, checking on the runner at first. Come set. As he holds at the chest, we're going to get timeout from Killian at the plate. There's a little bit of gamesmanship there between the pitcher and the batter, as I think the pitcher was holding until he got a timeout, and Killian will oblige there. 1-1 the count. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. As it is 1-2. Killian working from the deepest part of that left-handed batter's box. He's on top of the plate. As Crockett kicks, deals the 1-2 pitches outside, 2-2. And Dan, I've noticed a lot of hitters today. They've been right on top of that plate. As a hitter, what advantage does that give you?
For pitchers at this level who probably don't have real good control, don't have the confidence to be able to really come in hard on the hands, it takes away a good portion of the strike zone for pitchers. They don't want to work inside.
Swinging a line, driving to left field. A diving attempt by the left fielder Whitman falls to the grass. As heads up base running there by Tystad. He's going to make it to second base on another single. That is 3 straight hits after the failed bunt attempt for the Riders. They have 5 hits in the inning. That brings up the top of the order, and Seth Peterson. Great base running there by Tystad, as that's a real tough play as a base runner, because you don't want to get picked off if he dives and catches it, but you also don't want to get thrown out at second if he misses it.
Right. You have to play smart. You have to be aggressive, but know that if the ball could be caught and you need to get back.
Peterson steps into the batter's box, actually going to call time and step out. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. Runner on second is Tystad. He singled, drove in a run, as Keaton Killian kept the line moving with another single. As Peterson steps back into the box. Batting from the right side. As Crockett comes set. The pitch. First pitch strike. 0-1. Crockett working from that first base side of the rubber. Looking at the mound, rubber is a very fitting term, as there are a bunch of rubber pellets in the turf, as that 0-1 misses 1-1. As you can kind of see where pitchers have worn a path after a pitch in the grass going to get the ball back. 1-1 the count. 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. Come set. The pitch is high. 2-1. As you remember back to the first inning, Peterson worked a full count before he struck out. Saw a lot of pitches. That's got to be advantage hitter in this at-bat. Come set. Kicks, deals a 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the zone. 2-2. As Dan, I don't think we've seen much of Crockett's breaking ball so far today.
No, he hasn't been able to really throw a good one yet.
Peterson steps back in. Crockett checks that runner at second. Kicks, deals a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back into the net. We'll reset and do the 2-2 again. Still only 1 out in the inning. That coming on a fielder's choice.
We've got action down in the Bellevue bullpen in the left field corner now as well.
As Riley Schilling led off with a single. Dominic Hecker singled after him. Loftus bunted into the fielder's choice. As Richards with the 2 RBI double. Hogan Tystad with an RBI single. Keaton Killian with a single. That's how we got to where we are. The 2-2 pitch is called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. As Peterson strikes out for the second time in the contest. That's going to leave it up to Corey Schilling with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
For the Roughriders, going to be number 10, third baseman Corey Schilling.
Schilling playing third base today. As he steps into the box. Kicks, deals the first pitch. It's just outside, ball 1.
The 3 innings that Gillette has scored this inning, that just about, I think that ties the highest, most runs scored in an inning in any of the 4 games today.
Kicks, deals the 1-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball back up the middle, past the shortstop Freer, as they're going to hold the runner at third base. As it looks like they're going to rule that a hit.
Oh, absolutely.
As it looked like Freer was kind of screened by the base runner at second base. That's a good job there by Tysted. Kind of taking his time to get by the view of Freer. I think that had a little bit of an impact on the play. That brings up Mason Drube. He's on the mound. 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. As he is the 9th man to bat in this inning. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1.
He can find a gap. He can really break this game open and almost put it away now.
As Crockett kicks, deals the pitch. A strike on the inner third. 0-2. As Drube looking to help his own cause on the mound. As Crockett looks in. As Drube is going to step out. He steps back in, work from that right-handed batter's box. Cocks that bat above the right shoulder. As Crockett kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch. Just misses, and Dan, that might have been another one of the shadow balls.
He's trying to live on the outside edge, but right now, the strike zone of the home plate umpire Aldo Mora continues to fluctuate in size.
The 1-2 swing hit on the ground to the third baseman. Rundle Fields fires it across for out number 3, but not before the Roughriders collect 6 hits in the inning, score 3 runs. As we head to the top of the third inning, you are watching the 2023 Northwest Regional, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as we move along to the top of the third inning as the Gillette Roughriders come back, take a 3-1 lead after allowing the first run in the ball game as they really responded offensively. We talked about Lakeside needing a response on the mound. Dan, same could be said here for Gillette.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got one run off this guy last inning. You know you can get to him. Now you got to get back in the game.
First pitch strike as the 0-1 is lifted into shallow center field for a base hit. Starting the at-bat is Kalen Rundle as he reaches first for the first hit for recovery. Runner on first, nobody out to start the top of the third inning.
Okay, that's a positive start to get things headed back in your direction. You already have a run on the board. Now you get your first hit of the game.
As Rylan Gullard takes first pitch strike, 0-1, as we're going to get a pit stop. Looks like a glove change.
Yeah, looks like he broke a string in the glove.
Also reset. New glove for the catcher, Riley Schilling.
On a major league team, that is part of the trainer's job, to string up new gloves when needed.
As that pitch is on the ground to the second baseman, Hecker to second for 1, and they're going to hold on to that as they're going to get the lead out as they got the all-important lead out for out number 1.
Wasn't hit very hard, but Hecker took too long to get rid of it.
Next up for Bellevue is number 17, Brian Stefanovich.
I think we talked about this in game 1 possibly. before you can get the double play, you have to get one, and not getting one is detrimental to a team. As the first pitch to Brian Spanos misses inside. He walked his first time up, ball one.
Yeah, but the important thing is make sure you get the out, the first out. First man sure, second man quick as you try to turn it.
As we're going to get a 3 unassisted there on the tag, as Spanos grounds out to the first baseman, Tysted, for out number 2. As it'll put a runner on second with 2 outs for Preston Crockett, looking to help himself out here. As he steps in, Drew kicks, delivers, first pitch in the dirt. Schilling does a great job stopping that one, 1-0. Big response run on second base for Lakeside Recovery as Crockett steps back in from the right-handed batter's box. The 1-0 pitch misses low, 2-0. As to even just get one back as a response here in the third can really change momentum for Lakeside Recovery. Strube looks in. Kicks, deals a 2-0 pitch. He pulls it away from the catcher Schilling as the runner Gullard moves all the way to third base. 3-0 the count, runner on third. 2 outs in the inning. So we're in the top of the third. Gullard 90 feet from scoring. Crockett ahead in the count, 3-0. As Drew takes his time, taking a deep breath. Kicks, deals a 3-0 pitch. It's off the outside corner for a 4-pitch walk. They'll put runners on the corners for Jacob Freer.
That's 3 walks for Drew already. As the entire infield, of course, now one of the coaches is going to come out and talk with the pitcher as well.
Pre-4 if it's a pitching change. That's the one we have to get pre-4 in. If it's a pitching cage. As it's seems like a conversation here as Nate Perlyberg see if he's maybe giving his pitcher warming up an extra time to throw. Doesn't look like he's going to take the ball. As it looks like it'll be Mason Drube's inning. Runners on the corner for Jacob Freer. He walked and scored his first time up, led off the inning with the walk and came around to score. Gullard, the runner on third. He reached on a fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. Freer steps in. First pitch swinging, follows it straight back, 0-1.
I mean, they haven't hit him hard. They touched him up for a run without the benefit of a hit last inning. They have only 1 hit this inning and have runners at the corners. So they're not beating him from foul pole to foul pole.
As Drew steps off, they're going to reset. Freer batting from the left side, playing shortstop. As he kicks, deals. Freer follows that one into the net, 0-2. So whatever manager Nate Perlyberg said seems to have resonated with Mason Drube as he's ahead 0-2 in the count. 2 down in the inning, runners on the corners. Big pitch here for Mason Drube. He comes set, kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch, swing and a foul straight back, 0-2.
I mean, you're in a situation right now. You make 1 good pitch, you're out of the inning.
Remember back to the second inning, Freer fell behind 1-2 in the count, was able to work it all the way back and draw a walk. Kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch, misses high. 1-2. Standing on deck is Trent Varga, reached on an air his first time up. Drube checks that runner at first. Kicks, deals. The 1-2 pitch is lifted down the left field line as Richards gives chase and makes a fine running play into foul territory for out number 3. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com as Drew pitches her out of a jam, as we'll come back to the bottom of the third inning, due up for the Riders It'll be Schilling, Hecker, Loftus.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. As we move to the bottom of the third inning, the Riders are on top of Washington Recovery 3-1. As we'll looking for, as Preston Crockett will go back to the mound for his third inning of work, as he was roughed up a bit for 6 hits in the last inning as the Riders got to him. As Riley Schilling will lead off.
Kicks off for the Roughriders. Going to be number 3, your pitcher, Riley Schilling.
As Schilling step into the box. The Riders batted around the order last time up. As Schilling got it started with a single. As he's 1 for 1 in the contest. Crockett kicks, deals, first pitch. Misses low, ball 1.
Yeah, before the dust cleared in that bottom of the second inning, they plated 3 runs on 6 hits and even left the bases loaded.
As Crockett kicks, deals, the pitch swung on and popped up on the right side of the field. The right fielder Gullard comes in and makes the play for out number 1. Brings up Dominic Hecker. He singled and scored a run back in the second.
Next up for the Riders, number 11.
It's one of those situations, Dan, where you know you're the Riders, you're happy you got the 3 runs, but it could have been better for you, and for Recovery, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, but then you turn around and you look at your pitcher, Mason Drube. He's allowed just 1 hit, but he's left 4 men and stranded on base through 3 innings.
First pitch to Hecker, he swings through it on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. It's Crockett wasting very little time, delivers the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. At a fastball in the outside corner, 0-2.
So you wish you would have scored more than 3, but you're happy that Drube has been able to limit the damage put up by Bellevue.
Crockett kicks, delivers. As that pitch is in the dirt, skips away from the catcher Varga, but no swing, so no harm done. 1-2. As Crockett takes his time walking back to the mound. Looks in, gets the sign. Takes a step left with that foot. Kicks, delivers. That's
a tough play.
Tapped as Crockett picks it up, fires it across as he gets the out. That is a tremendous play from Crockett as he actually slipped when he picked the ball up for out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2.
Next up for the Roughriders, number 12, Kaysen.
This brings up Kaysen Loftus. He reached his first time up on a fielder's choice, 0 for 1.
It almost looked like when he reached down to pick up the ball, he stepped on his glove, because it caused him to kind of hop a little bit.
That's great focus, though, to make the off-balance throw over to first. Kicks, deals, first pitch to Loftus. Breaking ball. They appeal down to first. He did not go, ball 1. Loftus scored a run in that second inning. Crockett kicks, deals. The pitch in the zone for strike 1, 1-1. Crockett into the windup, kicks, deals the pitch. That is fouled over the first base dugout, out of play, 1-2. And this could be a good inning for Crockett, too, to settle him down after he got roughed up a bit in the bottom of the second inning. A nice 1-2-3 inning could do wonders for his confidence.
Absolutely.
Kicks, deals the 1-2 pitch. Misses high, 2-2.
Especially when you're dealing with the middle of this lineup.
As Loftus The right fielder stands back in, digs that foot into the white paint on the turf as he is all the way back as far as he can in that right-handed batter's box. Crockett delivers a 2-2 pitch. That's fouled into the netting. We'll reset, do it again. 2-2 the count. 2 outs in the inning, nobody on. As Schilling led off with a fly out to right field. Hecker grounded out to the pitcher. As Crockett delivers the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Got him with a fastball as the Riders go 1-2-3. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth as you are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional brought to you by our good friends at Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette. As Mason Drew back to work, he will face the 6, 7, 8 hitters as Trent Varga will lead off, followed by Colin McBride and Drew Whitman. Kicks deals. First pitch of the inning is fouled straight back by Varga, 0-1. One hit managed so far by this Lakeside recovery team, as that was Kalen Rundle in the top of the third inning. He led off with a single. Kicks deals. The 0-1 is high, 1-1. As Drew, I would describe him so far as effectively wild. The 1-1 swing and a ground ball to the left side. Tough play there for Peterson in the hole. Fires it across, and that's going to get away as Varga will go to second base as they'll probably rule out a base hit. Advance on the air.
It's going to be 1-1, single and an error.
That would have been a miraculous play made there by Peterson as he fielded that ball near the grass in the 5-6 hole between shortstop and third. He tried to fire it across. That got away. As that leads to Varga being on second. Nobody out in the inning. As Colin McBride steps to the box, has a job to do. First pitch swinging as he was way late on that pitch. Looks like he was trying to go right side, 0-1. Well, as a hitter, you say hopefully he was trying to go right side because he was really behind that fastball. It's McBride. Steps back in, but not before Drew. Tries an inside move. Runner goes back. We'll reset at the 0-1 count. As the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. What's the objective here for Colin McBride, Dan?
If you have, if you have the confidence to work inside, you pound the ball in so he can't hit the ball the other way.
As he hits it back up the middle, Peterson's going to field, takes his time, fires it across for out number 1. As Colin McBride does the job, moves that runner over to third with 1 out, leaves it up to Drew Whitman.
That's exactly what you're trying to avoid, having to hit the ball on the ground to the right side, but a nice job by McBride to fight it off and roll it over the right side like that.
Next up for Bellevue is going to be number 16, Drew Whitman.
Whitman, the left fielder, struck out his first time up. As Drew has had traffic on base all night. First pitch to Whitman is a breaking ball that misses low, 1-0. Seems to find comfort with the traffic on base, the 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle as they have the runner off base, the throw back. as they get him out as Vargas picked off at third base. We talked about in the second inning when they scored the run with Drube not taking the runner that was picked off base. There he gets the runner at third for out number 2. That's a huge out on the base paths.
It's very good heads-up play.
As that's our second 1-5 fielder's choice of the day. As Hudson Carvalho steps to the box, looks at ball 1. Runner on first, 2 down in the inning. The 1-0 is high, 2-2. Or excuse me, 2-0. As Nate Perleyberg's going to come out and talk to his pitcher. This could be a pitch limit where he goes and gets Drube. As he hasn't taken the ball from him yet. It looks like Drube's trying to hide the ball in his glove. You know, as a starting pitcher, you do anything you can to stay on the mound. As this looks more like just a force Mason Drube to take a deep breath and slow down, as it looked like he kind of was a little over anxious on those first 2 pitches.
Yep. Make sure everybody's on the same page, how they want to pitch, how they want to pitch to Carvalho.
The 2-0 is high, 3-0. Standing on deck is Kalen Rundle, the leadoff hitter. He has the one hit in the he has one of the 2 hits in the contest for Lakeside Recovery as they pick off.
Remember, this is the number 9 hitter. If he gets on, if they flip the lineup card over and you got 2 men on base, yeah, there's 2 outs, but the leadoff, the top of the lineup's coming back up.
And that's a 4-pitch walk to Carvalho, and that is a baseball sin there to walk the 9 hitter. Force a runner into scoring position for the top of the order. It's a good job, though, by Carvalho, just understanding his role on the team, as the 9 hitter has become a very, very important batter in the order. As it takes the top of the order, first pitch to Rundle is outside, ball 1, because of situations like this.
But that's a glaring stat now. That's 4 walks in 3 2/3. When you're dealing with a pitch count, that a lot of strikeouts and walks make your pitch count go way up. Well, he's walked 4, but he's struck out 5.
The 1-0 is on the outside corner, make it 1-1. Comes set, kicks and deals. The 1-1 swing and a miss. As Rundle steps to the plate, he is 1 for 2, struck out in the first, singled in the third. As Recovery looking to cutting the lead here. Runners in first and second. The 1-2 pitch. Low gets away from the catcher, Schilling. The runner's going to go to third. Good heads-up base running right there from Whitman as he gets himself 90 feet away.
Wild pitch.
On the wild pitch. Runners on the corners. As we're going to step off. Looks like a baseball out in left center field, just sitting on the warning track.
Came from out beyond the fence. Kids out there playing.
There's an intersection behind center field, but looks like there could be grass. Without the grass there, my theory is drive-by baseball onto the field. As Drube comes set, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball, fielded by Schilling. Corey Schilling goes to second, the short way to get the out. As that'll do it for us here in the top of the 4th inning. We move to the bottom of the 4th. You are watching 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth as we are delivering you the 2023 AA State Tournament, or excuse me, AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette. As it'll be Brady Richards to lead off. He has the big blow in this one, a 2-run double his last time up, 1-for-1 in the contest, as he'll lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Wind's starting to blow in a little bit, not a ton. Probably not enough to marginally affect the baseball when it's in the air. As Crockett starts his 4th inning of work, that is fouled away.
Please return foul ball to the concession
0-1.
stand for a treat for $1. This is sponsored by BK Storage.
As Crockett looks in, gets a sign, kicks, delivers. The 0-1's in the dirt. 1-1. As Brady Richards had an epic at-bat last time up. He worked the count full after falling behind and was able to get a pitch he could handle and drove it off the wall on a hop. Crockett kicks, delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball at the outside corner, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is low in the dirt. If you're planning on tuning in tomorrow, we're going to start at 8:30 in the morning with the Portland, Oregon, Helena, Montana game, as that will be an elimination game first thing in the morning, as we're going to try to roll these games as quickly as possible due to possible inclement weather tomorrow. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt as Richards once again runs the count full after falling behind. 3-2, no outs, nobody on, as Richards is leading off the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. Crockett kicks, deals the payoff pitch, swinging a line drive at the third baseman. Rundle makes the play. That was a hard line drive. Unfortunately, it was an Adam ball hit right at him for out number 1.
Roughriders number 21, first baseman Hogan Tysted.
Brings up Hogan Tysted. He had an RBI single his first time up. As we go over some of the games that were played earlier in the day. First pitch swinging, fouled into the net for Tysted. As in the opener, Pocatello, Idaho, they took care of Portland. 2-0. As Crockett kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch just off the plate outside, 1-1. Eagle River, Alaska, and Rocky Mountain Lobos, they played in the second game. Rocky Mountain winning 6-0. And then Cheyenne taking care of Helena, Montana, as that pitch misses outside, 2-1. Cheyenne takes care of them 7-1 in that game. 3-1 here as the Gillette Riders, the host team, they lead Lakeside Recovery 3-1. 2-1 the count as Tysted steps back in. The pitch inside, makes him move his feet, 3-1. Tysted steps back in. Crockett kicks, deals the pitch inside, as that's a walk. As that is the first walk that has been issued by Preston Crockett in the contest.
Next up for the Riders, going to be number 5, your center fielder, Killian.
Brings up Keaton Killian, playing center field. Had a single his last time up. A bat from the left side. Runner on first. 1 out in the inning. Kicks, delivers the first pitch as a strike on the outside corner at the belt. 0-1 to Killian. Crockett working from that third base side of the rubber. Holds the chest. Kicks, deals the 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate away with the breaking ball, 1-1. It'll be Keaton Killian at the top of the order. Seth Peterson on deck. Corey Schilling in the hole if we get that far. Comes set. Holds the chest, checks that runner again, kicks and deals. As Killian squared to bunt. Looks like he's trying to catch a third baseman. Rundle sleeping. 2-1. It's Crockett back on the rubber. 2-1 the count. Looks in, delivers. Swinging a line drive down the third baseline, slicing foul. So that's about foul by about maybe 5 feet, as the left fielder Whitman's going to retrieve that ball. 2-2 the count, 1 out in the inning. Runner on first. As they reset. Gilliam back to the box. As a pick off to first. We'll be back in time. As Dan, we haven't seen a ton of stolen base attempts here today at all. I don't think we've seen one in this. I think we've seen one in the game. It was dropped, but when runners are on base, teams aren't being as aggressive on the pitch. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a chopper to the right side, fielded by the first baseman, McBride. He's going to tag the runner out for out number 2. That advances Tysted to second base.
I think part of the reason you see that is because when the batters are getting on base, there's already outs and it's just not a good run situation, as we're going to have a pitching change.
As we do, we're going to go to a break. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police
Carter
Department for the May
Du Barilli
mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that
Carter
people
DeBrill.
have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home, get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth, as the new pitcher is Carter DuBrill, as he will replace Crockett. As he'll face runner on second, 2 outs in the inning. It'll be Seth Peterson. He's going to bat from the right side. Shortstop is 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging in the first, strikeout looking in the second. As we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. DuBrill holds at the belt. First pitch of his outing is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. As DuBrill works from the third base side of the rubber. Holds at the waist. Kicks, deals the 0-1 pitch. That is just off the plate outside, as the catcher Varga held that one for an extra beat, 1-1. DuBrill looks in, gets the sign, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from Varga. The runner on second, Tysted's going to advance to third on a wild pitch. 1-2 with a runner on third, 2 outs in the inning, as this becomes a very, very big at-bat in the contest, 3-1 to score. As if you're Lakeside Recovery, you want to keep putting up zeros, as the offense hasn't quite gotten going yet, but you don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole just in case. DeBrill kicks the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a flare out towards second base. Off the glove to second baseman Carvalho into right field. That's going to score the run, as it's now 4-1. Gillette over Lakeside, as they're going to call that a hit, as Peterson picks up the RBI single.
Following that single by Peterson is going to bring number 10 to the plate, Corey Schilling.
Brings up Corey Schilling. But Dan, that's the importance of the wild pitch there. There's no guarantee scores from second base on that ball.
No, but with 2 outs, it's likely they may have tried. But you're right, there is no guarantee.
First pitch misses on the inside corner, 1-1, as Corey Schilling steps to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out.
You know, the old rule, you never want to make the first or the last out of an inning at home plate.
Kicks, deals. Runner goes as that one's fouled off. As Peterson will go back to first base. And another reason when we brought up not a lot of steal attempts, Seth Peterson is probably the most likely to steal for the Riders. This is his first time on base. As he's on base one time, he took off. We'll see what he does here in the 1-1.
With 2 outs, this is a good running situation for him.
DeBrill comes set. He's going to turn and pick off as Seth Peterson is back in time. How to imagine, probably not DeBrill's best move. Sometimes a pitcher will kind of just show you the B or C move. As that pitch on the outside corner is a strike, 1-2.
He's got a pretty good lead. He's got his right foot out past that cutout in the grass in the infield turf. That's usually the gauge of how big the lead is. If that right foot is out past the cutout, there he goes.
The pitch misses. The throw down to second, not in time, into center field. Good job backing up there by Spanos, as he probably saves 90 feet for his teammates, as that's going to be a stolen base for Peterson. A runner on second, 2 down in the inning, as Corey Schilling finds himself in a 2-2 count. 1 run home, 4-1, Riders over Lakeside Recovery. Delivers a 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball in the outer third, as that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the 4th inning and move to the top of the 5th. You are watching the 2023 Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth as we move to the top of the 5th inning. 4-1 Gillette over Lakeside Recovery, as they have 4 runs on 7 hits, have committed 2 errors, as Lakeside Recovery 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, as that pitch misses high. Ball 1, as Mason Drew back to the mound for he's going to be in his 5th full inning of work, as that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And Dan, what have you liked about Drew's performance so far?
He's getting ahead, staying ahead, being aggressive.
The 1-1 swung on and fouled down the right field line. giving chase is Loftus, but that ball is going to land just shy of the track as the batter, Gullard, put a charge into that one. That ball traveled a lot further than I thought it was going to. So reset 1-2.
I mean, he's allowed 2 hits through 4 innings, but probably more importantly, he's left 6 men on base because of the walks he's allowed.
As coming into this inning, it appears that Drube is at 90 pitches. That's a breaking ball that slips out of his hand, 2-2. As the weather is really cooling off here in Gillette, and it's a beautiful night for baseball here at Hladky Stadium in Gillette, as this is the game 4 of our quadruple header, the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Schilling as we work it full. As we'll have 4 again for you tomorrow, starting at 8:30, and those games will be in as rapid succession as humanly possible as we're trying to beat the weather. The 3-2 pitch is low for another walk, as it's a leadoff walk to Gullard.
That's another one. That's his 5th walk that he's given up.
Next up for Washington is
5 walks, 5 punch-outs for Mason Drube. It's definitely an interesting box. First pitch misses, ball 1. Runner on first, nobody out. As Fano steps in, swings and lifts one down the line, foul. That's going to slice out of play off the batting cage, 1-1. As we've talked about in a couple of games so far today, leadoff walks are brutal for a team on the mound. As a lot of times, 90% of the time those runs come, or that walk comes around to score.
90%.
As that pitch is drilled into center field, as Killian turns his back, that's over his head. That's going to roll all the way to wall, as 1 run's going to come around to score, as a double cuts the lead to 4-2, as Brian Spanos drills that ball into center field with an RBI double. Just like clockwork, Dan, that leadoff walk comes back to score.
And that's the situation. Both of the runs that Bellevue have come off of leadoff walks in an inning, guys that have come around to score.
We're going to get a pitching change, and with that, we are going to go to a break. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Runner on second, nobody out, as Grayson Sargent will begin his night on the mound as Lakeside Recovery has cut the lead to 4-2 here in the top of the 5th inning as they look to add on more. Potential run to chip in that lead to cut it to 1. Stands at second base, a tying run at the plate. As if you're Sargent, Dan, what do you want to do here coming in a high-stress situation like this?
You need to, come in and throw strikes. Trust your catcher, because what you want, your approach to the given hitter, the first hitter up there, know what the catcher wants to call. To be able to go through your warm-up pitch, your 8 warm-up tosses here, and make sure that you can throw strikes. Even if it's just a fastball, make sure you're comfortable with the mound. Make sure you're ready to go, that you can come in and you can throw a strike.
As due up next is Preston Crockett. He started the game on the mound as he's now playing shortstop. So Crockett's going to bat from the right side. He'll be the first hitter to greet Grayson Sargent.
At the plate is Preston Crockett.
It's Crockett batting from the right side. Sargent looks in, gets the sign, holds at the belt. Kicks deal. His night is underway with the swinging strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Gillette in their digital pattern red uniforms with black numerals. Lakeside Recovery wearing their dark green. White number, at least white outline on a green number. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman, Hecker. Moves to his left, fields, fires it across for out number 1. As that's a great at-bat there from Crockett. Does his job, moves that runner over. As it'll be Jacob Freer due up next.
Next up for Washington is number 8, Trent Varga.
And you see a couple of the Lakeside Recovery of his teammates, Crockett's teammates, meet him on the front step, give him a high five, congratulate him on a really good team at bat, as now Freer is 0 for 1. Has an opportunity to drive that run in. Into the windup, the pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. Sargent gets the sign into the windup. The pitch outside, 1-1. Runner on third base, Hispanos drove in a run with the RBI double. Advanced on the ground out. And Sargent into the motion, kicks, deals. Pitch just misses. 2-1. Runner on third, 1 out. Middle infield, they're playing deep. Third baseman's about 5 steps behind the bag. First base is playing deep. The pitch is lined into the netting for a strike, 2-2. So a ground ball into the infield will get the job done here. As Jacob Freer steps back in, choking way up on that bat. Into the windup, kicks, deals a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a huge strikeout there for Sargent. That's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Trent Varga. He is 0 for 2, but yet he's reached both times. Or actually, I make that 1 for 2. Reached on an error his first time up. Singled. An infield single his last time up. That's a big run standing 90 feet away from home. So we're in the top of the 5th inning, 4-2. Riders over Lakeside Recovery. Kicks, deals, fastball in the outside corner to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Just coming in, just pumping strikes.
Sargent back on the mound. Working from that full windup. Kicks, deals, the 0-1. That misses low, 1-1. Sargent back to work. Holds that glove at his chest before he takes a step to his with his left foot out. Kicks a high leg kick. The 1-1 just misses. 2-1. As Schilling behind the plate, he framed that one up pretty well for the home plate umpire. As Sargent looks back in. Kicks, deals a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive down the right field line. That's going to hook or slice foul out of play. 2-2.
Please return foul balls to the concession stand for $1. Sponsored by BK Storage.
As Grayson Sargent is one pitch away from dancing out of the jam. Not out of the woods yet, though. As Varga steps back into the box. Holds that bat on the right shoulder. Into the windup, the 2-2 pitch. As it's off the plate outside as Schilling was on his way to the dugout. Home plate umpire Aldo Mora calls him back as it's a 3-2 count. Runner on third. Sargent into the motion, the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looks like that caught Varga in the box before he stepped out. I do love that Varga took off running just to make sure, because you never know. 3-2 the count. Runner on third. 4-2 the score as that run cut the lead to 1. So we're in the top of the 5th inning. Varga, the motion, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and tapped towards the second baseman. Hecker fields on a high hop and makes the play. As you are watching the 2023 AA State Tournament, AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. As we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, Gillette over Lakeside Recovery 4-2 in a battle of a Wyoming team taking on the Washington State champ. As 4-2 the score, as Carter DeBrule will start his first full inning of work as he was able to come on and retire Schilling in the last inning. Due up, Mason Drew, Riley Schilling, Dominic Hecker here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As DeBrule fires his final warm-up pitch. 4-2 on the scoreboard. You got to imagine with the way pitching is going tonight, Dan, one more run. Might not be the nail to close the coffin, but it could be that first nail to start closing the coffin.
Certainly, I'd like to have a 2-run lead. I'd like to have a 4-run lead. But sitting at 2, at least that's where it's been since the 2nd inning. It hasn't gone down, hasn't gone up. At least gone up a little bit, but stayed up.
First pitch to Drew misses outside, ball 1. Drew started on the mound as he steps back in that right-handed batter's box. He is 0 for 2 in the contest. The 1-0 swung on and lifted into shallow left field as Whitman and the third baseman Rundle give chase. Rundle makes a fine catch there on the infield warning track for out number 1 as he had to run a long ways for that ball. 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, we've talked about it a couple of times today, how much room there is in foul territory. Not only did he chase it all the way up to the warning track, but he chased it part of the way out into the outfield too, so that was not a short distance he had to cover.
As Riley Schilling steps to the plate. First pitch swinging, line drive back up the middle for a base hit. Schilling is now 2 for 3 in the contest. The pair of singles. Runner on first, 1 out for Dominic Hecker.
Hit number 8 on the night for Gillette.
Back, one last thing on that play by Rundle. The way he was kind of reaching out for that ball, I think he thought the fence might have been closer than it was, but he still had a good 3 or 4 feet. Could have probably taken another step. But I like what he did there, reaching out for the fence to make sure he had the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
First pitch to Hecker is a strike, 0-1. Hear a little bit of an audible groan from the crowd. The 0-1. It's outside. Great stop there behind the plate by Vargas. He dives over into the left-handed batter's box and knocked that down, 1-1. If Lakeside Recovery is able to come back in this game, that might go down as one of those underrated plays that really helped spark the comeback. As you move that runner to second, a whole lot more things can happen as that swung on and missed, 1-2. It's Hecker back into the box. DeBrule checks the runner at first, comes set, the 1-2. Swung on and lifted into right center field. The right fielder, Gillette, comes on, makes the play for out number 2. That'll bring up Kason Loftus. 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice in the strikeout.
Roughriders number 12, Kason Loftus.
Scored a run in the second inning. As 2 down, Riley Schilling's a very good athlete over there. Could be an opportunity to steal. First pitch to Loftus, swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1. If Loftus were to reach, Brady Richards on deck, 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double. As DeBrule comes set, holds at the waist, the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. Loftus steps back in. It's DeBrule. Holds at the waist. The 1-1 pitch is low. 2-1. They pick back. Schilling's able to get back in time. That's a very quick pickoff there by Varga behind the plate.
He found himself quite a distance off of first base and then slipped and fell trying to turn and come back. And that's when they tried the pickoff throw. It was just a little too late.
2-1 the count. Schilling's got a pretty good lead off at first. Delivers. Swung on and popped up. As that's to the first baseman, McBride. He makes the play, straddling the foul line, as that is out number 3 in the inning. As we're going to move to the top of the 6th inning. Gillette on top, 4-2 over Lakeside Recovery, as you are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. After 5 innings complete, it is 4-2 with Gillette leading Lakeside Recovery, the Riders. They have scored 4 on 8 hits, have committed 2 errors. Lakeside Recovery scored 2 on 3 hits. They have yet to commit an error in the field, as Grayson Sargent back to work for his first full inning of work, and he did yeoman's work out of the bullpen, coming in with the runner on second. 1 out in the inning. Actually, nobody out in the inning was able to get out of the jam without allowing that second run to score, as he's going to get a full or clean inning with Colin McBride, Drew Whitman, Hudson Carvalho due up, the 7, 8, 9 hitters.
Yeah, you've enticed a couple of ground ball outs and a strikeout as he came in with 2 on and nobody out.
As he'll step to the mound, Colin McBride to lead off. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The motion. First pitch of the inning is inside as that straightens McBride up. 1-0. It's McBride work from the full windup here. Kicks, deals the 1-0 pitch. Just misses on the outside corner, 2-0. I feel like home plate umpire Aldo Mora has been very consistent with how tight the zone is, as that one's low, 3-0, and Sargent needs to reset here. As McBride ahead in the count, 3-0. Imagine bottom of the order, 3-0 count. He's going to have to see at least one strike. Sargent kicks, deals the pitch. It's right down the middle, 3-1. And that's kind of the catch-22, Dan. Like, you're going to get a fastball that's probably grooved 3-0, but as a hitter, getting out on a 3-0 pitch, it's kind of a sickening feeling in your stomach. 3-1 pitch is fouled down the first base line, 3-2.
Especially when you're down 2 runs, your instruction from the bench was probably do not swing in any cost.
For $1 from BK Storage.
Sargent has worked his way back into the count, 3-2. As he agrees on the sign. Into the motion, the payoff pitch. Just misses low.
There you go.
As that was in the same spot where ball 2 was. As that's a leadoff walk to McBride.
And how has Bellevue gotten both of their runs tonight?
Leadoff walks.
Leadoff walks. One in the second, one in the sixth, or fifth, rather. They have another one here in the sixth.
That brings up Drew Whitman.
And that brings the tying run to the plate.
First pitch misses outside.
Or at least the potential tying run.
Ball 1. Sargent has missed on that corner 3 times, very tight. Have to make that adjustment. Probably only has to move it a ball in closer to the plate. So that pitch misses low, 2-0. As we're going to get a mound visit real quick from manager of the Gillette Roughriders, Nate Perleyberg. As you can kind of see the frustration from Grayson Sargent as he feels like he's being squeezed at the moment. Do you like this mound visit from Coach Perleyberg?
Yeah, sure. It's a good one. You go out and kind of calm him down. Give him a little attaboy. Because he's a little obviously visibly upset by giving up the leadoff walk to McBride. Go out, let him take a breath. I think I would have sent the catcher out rather than burn a mound visit.
Sargent will step back on the rubber, work from that first base side. Whitman back into the box. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Kicks, delivers. On the outside corner, 2-1. As he brought that ball up a couple inches into the zone. As he hasn't missed by much. That's something if you're Sargent you can hang your hat on. You're not missing wildly. You're just off the plate a little bit. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle. Hecker flips to short for 1. The relay in time. Ooh, nope. As it pulled the runner off the base. Pulled the first baseman off the base. As that would have been a huge twin killing.
Sometimes you wish that saying is first man sure, second man sure. But you're trying to go quick and you're just a little bit too quick.
It'll go down as a 6-4 fielder's choice as Whitman reaches. First pitch to Carvalho is a strike. 0-1. It's Carvalho. Actually, I think we have a pinch hitter here as throw over. Batting right now is number 14 for Lakeside Recovery. As that's actually DeBrule, the pitcher, as he replaced Carvalho in the lineup. The 0-1 is low, 1-1. 1-1 the count, 1 out in the inning. 4-2. Gillette on top. Comes set. Checks that runner again. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball in the outside corner. As that runs the count to 1-2.
The one thing that force play does, it did keep what would be the potential tying run at home plate. Not allowing him to to reach. And now a balk.
As the runner's going to move to second base. As they're going to get a visit from Riley Schilling to the mound just to kind of talk it over with Grayson Sargent.
So I was looking down at my scorebook. I didn't see what he did.
I think it looked like he was coming set. Instead of stopping in the set position, then stepping off. It looked like all in one motion, he just stepped off. But I didn't get a great look at it either. As he holds at the belt, kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch, is low. Good stop there by Schilling behind the plate. 2-2. DeBrill represents the tying run at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Will reset and do the 2-2 again. Yeah, this has been a very good ball game. There's been a lot to like about this. Good pitching, good hitting. It's pretty slick fielding too.
We're about an hour and 50 minutes in.
It's definitely the longest game of the day. Holds at the belt. Kicks and deals. A 2-2 pitch is low, and that gets by Schilling. Now a runner is 90 feet away from scoring as DeBrill has worked to count full. 3-2.
Again, now there's a runner at third base, but what would be the potential tying run is still standing at home plate. He's not on base yet.
Sargent comes set. Holt kicks the payoff pitch. Swung on and lifted down the right field line. That is slicing foul. As that ball was absolutely ripped by DeBrill. Looks like it landed in that first base dugout bullpen. As we'll reset, do it again. Grayson Sargent shakes off his catcher a couple of times. He agrees on a sign. Kicks, deals that payoff pitch. Another foul ball back over the first base line as DeBrill giving him a heck of a battle so far. Comes set. Sargent looks in. Payoff pitch.
Again, hit foul.
Another foul back. That's coming up as the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
Please return foul balls to the concession stand.
Sargent looks in, gets the sign. Holds at the waist. The 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball off the plate away. As Sargent strikes out DeBrill. That'll bring up the top of the order in Kalen Rundle as he is 1 for 3 in the contest with a single, strikeout, and a fielder's choice.
Next up for Washington is number 4, Alan Rundle.
As that'll bring up out number 2. Still not out of the woods yet if you're Sargent. Into the windup, the pitch. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 1 as Sargent hasn't gone to it real often, but that was a good time to throw a little wrinkle in there. As he looks in. Into the windup. Kicks, deals. Looks like he goes back-to-back breaking balls. 0-2 as he's ahead of Rundle.
Rundle was giving ground on that pitch.
Looks in, gets the sign, into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just a bit low.
Nice frame job by Schilling, but couldn't steal it.
Into the windup, kicks, deals the 1-2 pitch. That one's outside, 2-2. Good stop behind the plate by Schilling. Keeps the runner, Whitman, at third base. Whitman reached on a fielder's choice. Now stands at third. Kicks, deals the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled back as we'll reset and do the 2-2 again.
That pitch had Rundle fooled. He was stepping toward third base when he fouled it off.
Sargent back to the mound.
Throw that big overhand curveball that breaks 12-6 right here.
Motion, the 2-2 pitch. Is that curveball? Got him swinging. As that'll do it for us here in the top of the 6th inning. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette. As you are watching this on mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-2. Gillette over Lakeside Recovery as the winner of this game moves on to tomorrow to play the Rocky Mountain Lobos in the nightcap. As close of a nightcap as that can be tomorrow, as we are starting at 8:30 and we are running these games as consecutively as possible as there is pending inclement weather tomorrow. We'll try to get as many games in as possible before that weather comes, as the hope is to get in all 4. But we will see tomorrow, but we still got work to do here.
Yeah, there's about a 50% chance of rain by mid-morning. As we work our way into the afternoon, late afternoon, that percentage goes up to about 85% chance of rain. So they're trying to get done as much as they can tomorrow before the rain comes.
Due up here in the inning, Brady Richards, Hogan Tysted, and Keaton Killian as Richards takes a ball outside, ball 1. This is where the damage has been done in this lineup, as Richards has a two RBI double to his name, and Tysted on deck has an RBI as well. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0 as DeBrill back to work. He's working from that third base side of the rubber. As the bottom of the order has really gotten it done, because you throw Keaton Killian in there, as that pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. You throw Killian in there, the bottom of the order is combined 3 for 5 with a walk and 3 RBIs. Brill comes set, 2-1 pitch is lifted into shallow right field, could be trouble with a nice running catch there.
Second baseman.
By the second baseman. I believe that is Freer for out number 1. Brings up Hogan Tysted.
Next up for the Roughriders, number 21, first baseman, Hogan Tysted.
1 for 1. Drew a walk in the 4th inning and scored. As DeBrill holds the waist, kicks, deals. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. As DeBrill looks in. The pitch swung on and missed. As Tysted was out in front of that one. Looks like he pulled the string on him a little bit there. 0-2. Steps back in, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Wow. For out number 2. Has a loud groan from the crowd. Erupts after that call. It's a pretty good breaking ball from DeBrill, though, as Tysted gave up on it. It'll actually be Sargent, as he is in place of Killian. As Grayson Sargent gets his first at-bat of the game. First pitch. Just misses outside. The umpire think he flinched a little bit there. 1-0 the count. Sargent steps back in, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a fastball at the bottom of the zone. Swings over top of it, 1-1. Into the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2 to Sargent. Sargent steps out, takes a deep breath. Steps back into the right-handed batter's box. As DeBrill is ready to go, fires. That one's off the plate away, 2-2. Sargent steps back in. DeBrill goes to work with a 2-2 pitch off the plate outside, 3-2 as Sargent has worked the count all the way full after falling behind. He's getting a runner on base here. The 3-2 pitch. Inside as Sargent draws the walk. 2 down in the inning. That brings the top of the order, and Seth Peterson. That's a great at-bat from the 9 spot by Sargent just to keep the inning alive for the top of the order.
Got a good chuckle out of Dad sitting over here to my left, too.
Number 4, for shortstop Seth Peterson.
Looks like he's sitting on pins and needles. Again, breaking news. That's the 6th at-bat for Sargent as Peterson check swings at the first pitch off of his bat down the first baseline foul.
It's okay. He's only got to come out and get the last 3 outs in the top of the 7th inning and send everybody home happy.
Yeah, getting on base is gravy at this point. As DeBrill kicks, delivers the 0-1 pitch. That's fouled down the first base line. 0-2 to Peterson as he is 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a couple of punch-outs in the contest.
Sargent would also be the pitcher of record.
Yeah, he'd get the win. That pitch gets away.
Stumbles.
Yeah, looks like that might be about his 5th time on base so far. As
So comfortable on the base paths.
Kind of looking like the baby giraffe over there at first base.
Hey, it doesn't have to look pretty as long as you're standing at second safely. As Peterson steps back in, a big insurance run now standing on second base. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted. Down the right field line as McBride gives chase over towards the fence and makes the play. About 3 feet away from the fence as we're going to move to the top of the 7th inning. 4-2 Riders as we head to the top of the 7th. You are watching the 2023 AA Northwest Regional on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by our good friends with Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. 4-2, Gillette over Lakeside Recovery ahead of the top of the 7th inning. Due up for Lakeside Recovery will be the top of the order. I take that back. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters. It'll be Gullard, Spanos, and Crockett here in the 7th.
The one thing that Bellevue has not done tonight is they have not gone out in order in any one inning. They've had at least one man on base in every inning, but they've left a total of 8 through the 6 innings of that has been played.
First pitch misses inside. Ball 1. If they're unable to come back, that could haunt them throughout the night before they can get into the second game of the tournament. The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Peterson on a high hop. Fields fires across in time for the out. As a big play there from Seth Peterson. Retires Gollard as he was busting down the line, smelling that infield single. 1 out.
Great range behind the bag and make a successful throw.
That'll bring up Spanos. He's 1 for 2. Walked in the first. Last time up, he drove in a run with an RBI double. Batting from the left-handed side of the batter's box. As Sargent looks in, gets the sign. The windup, the pitch, outside, ball 1. Sargent back to work, looks in, gets the sign. 1-0 pitch. Just misses. Looked like it was a bit, maybe just a very, very small bit low. 2-0. But that's where the strike zone has been pretty consistently at the knees, I think, throughout the night, in my opinion. Into the windup, 2-0 pitch. The strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Sargent steps back on the rubber. Takes a big, deep breath before he looks in to get the sign. Gets the sign, the motion, 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled over the third base dugout out of play, 2-2. If you're Lakeside Recovery, you need runners on any way possible at this moment. As right now, you can hit a home run, but it doesn't do you any good. You're still behind as that pitch is drilled into center field as Spanos does exactly that as he laces a single into center. 1-out single brings up Preston Crockett with a runner on first. 1 out in the inning.
And that brings the top potential tying run to the plate again. And that continues their string of having at least one man on base in every inning.
Sargent is facing Preston Crockett here. First pitch, swung on and missed on a fastball in the inner third. 0-1. I would imagine Spanos over on first base probably isn't going to be overly aggressive, as even if he scores, Lakeside Recovery needs another one to tie the ball game. Kicks, deals the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the outside corner. 0-2. As Grayson Sargent works from that first base side of the rubber. He's way ahead in the count, 0-2. Holds it to waste. Checks that runner again. Kicks and deals the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled into the net. 0-2. Good job by Crockett. There's a fastball down at the knees on the outside corner. Just getting rid of that pitch. See if we can get something more to handle the rest of the at-bat.
This place has gone deathly silent.
Comes set. Kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball in the outside corner for out number 2. And the Gillette Riders are now 1 out away from winning their first regional baseball game since 2021. As it'll bring up Jacob Greer. He's 0 for 1. Walked in the second. Struck out in the 5th. As Sargent peers in. Greer, the lefty. The back of the batter's box. First pitch swinging as that's fouled down the third base line. Out of play for strike 1. As this place seems to have filled out since the beginning of the ball game. It sounds like people got the word of how good this game was, and they decided to come down the ballpark tonight. As Grayson Sargent comes set. Picks off to first.
It's definitely been the most attended game of the day. It's the longest game of the day, and it's been the most competitive game of the day.
Sargent looks in, holds at the waist. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back, 0-2. So Gillette is trying to do to Lakeside Recovery what Jackson did to them in the AA state tournament. With Jackson being the home team, they come out and they won on their home field, as Gillette looking to beat Lakeside Recovery here too. As these last games of the day with the home team in them are so much fun. The 0-2 pitch misses high, 1-2. That's a great take there from Freer. Sargent checks that runner at first, as it's Fanos. Had a single in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, Peterson. Diving effort keeps it in the infield, as he's going to have to eat it, but
infield hit.
He knocks the ball down. That forces that tying run to have to be at first. As now we'll have Trent Varga, who is 1 for 3, as he reached on an error and then had an infield single in the fourth. As Schilling's going to go talk to his pitcher.
Next up for Washington, number 8.
That tying run is now on first base. Steps on the rubber. Varga, the righty, steps into the box, working from the deepest part of the box, a little bit of an open stance. Cocks that bat over the right shoulder. First pitch swinging as he swings through a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Feel the tension. This crowd is ready to explode. As Grayson Sargent is looking to give the crowd a reason to explode. Holds at the belt, kicks, deals. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Pretty good job there, behind the plate by Schilling, giving the umpire something to look at as he gets the call. As you can hear the crowd starting to get to their feet, as Varga's going to step out, and wisely so.
He wants the crowd to try to settle down, but him stepping out is just going to give them more momentum.
As it's starting to shake here in the Union broadcast booth, the crowd, they are rocking. As Sargent comes set, kicks, deals the 0-2 pitch. Low. As it's 1-2.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
No, that one was probably lower than a lot of the pitches that haven't been called so far today. As compared to some misses, that wasn't that close. But it's a good 0-2 pitch, though, from Sargent. As he comes set, Varga's going to step out again. That brings the crowd to a screeching halt as it falls silent. As Varga steps back in, here comes the crowd. Comes set, kicks, deals the 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul down the first base line. Has the first base coach ducking out of the way. Reset and do the 1-2 again. As this Lakeside Recovery team, they have battled throughout the contest. They might not have as many hits as they would like or as many runs as they would like, but their at-bats have been very grind-them-out type at-bats as Varga continues that trend right here. Sargent comes set, holds at the waist. The 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. As Varga takes a deep breath, counts even at 2-2. There's 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second is Spanos.
Nobody in this, from here out to the bottom of the order, has a hit at any point of the game.
Sargent comes set, kicks and delivers a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with the breaking ball as the Gillette Riders win this one 4-2 over Lakeside Recovery. As when we come back, we'll have your post-game show for you. You are listening to the 2023 NCAA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazin's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Welcome back into the Union broadcast booth as we are all recovering from a great matchup between the Gillette Roughriders and Lakeside Recovery coming out of Washington. And how great was that matchup? Well, we're going to go to Dan Hubbard for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's brought to you by the Jimmy John's in Rock Springs, Evanston, Sheridan, and of course Gillette.
So the final totals in the game for Gillette to win it: 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they left 6 men on base. For Bellevue, 2 runs on a total of 5 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left a total of 10 men on base. They had somebody on base in every inning throughout the game. They had opportunities. They just couldn't push the runs across when they needed them, and they ended up leaving 10 on base in the game. The winning pitcher for the game is the reliever Grayson Sargent, who came in to pitch the final 3 innings as Mason Drube went the first 4 innings plus, didn't qualify for the victory, so Sargent gets the win, and the loss will go to Preston Crockett for Bellevue. Once again, the final tonight, 4-2, with the Gillette team coming up out on top.
And now we're going to move along to our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. And there's a couple different options, especially for Gillette, but I really like the 2-run double by Brady Richards off the warning track, off the left field wall, 2-run score, as that kind of got the offense going for the Roughriders.
That 3-run inning is the difference in the game. And that one pitch that Richards was able to hit deep off the wall, well, that was the big blow of that inning as well. So that has to be the play of the game.
It is time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. That is what I like. And I think it's got to go Grayson Sargent.
Yeah, absolutely. Comes in solid in relief. 3 innings of relief, gave up just 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 5, as he was able to come in, quell the storm, calm the storm, and then ride out that wave all through the top of the 7th inning with the folks standing and clapping and urging him on, and able to retire the final out and pick up and preserve the win.
As that is going to wrap it up. Before we do wrap it up, we want to give you the programming notes for tomorrow, as with the game finishing up today, we can officially give you our matchups. The 8:30 a.m. game, remember, times are being moved up as these games will be played in rapid succession. We're trying to get as many in as we possibly can. It'll be Portland, Oregon taking on Helena, Montana in the first game. Second game will be Eagle River taking on the Lakeside recovery team that we just watched out of Bellevue.
It's going to be Helena's younger sister, Helena.
I apologize. Got the Midwesterner again. At least I haven't screwed up that O state this broadcast. As the 4 o'clock game, or the scheduled 4 o'clock game, our third game of the day will be Pocatello versus Cheyenne, as that's one I think we're all excited for here in the Union broadcast booth. And the wrap it up, it'll be the Rocky Mountain Lobos taking on the Gillette Roughriders in that fourth game of the day. As I'm Aaron Poling, joined by Dan Hubbard here in the Union broadcast booth, along with our sound engineer for the day, for the game, Elon Olive. We want to thank you for tuning in. Man, this has been so much fun. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. Tune in tomorrow. We got 4 more fantastic games.
Yeah, we got 4 more for you coming up tomorrow. We were only just getting started on this championship weekend.
Day 2 coming up tomorrow. But until next time, have a great night. Stay safe.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.